Hello, welcome to Agentforce Vibes. My name is Julius Kerschinske. I'm a solution engineer here at Salesforce. Today, what we'll be doing is I'll be walking us through what is Agentforce Vibes. Then we'll actually get set up and then we'll do a full build with me. So we'll see every single line of code that I don't write, every single click I make, and every interaction I have with the tool, and ultimately we'll see the outcome in a nice new Lightning Web Component. It doesn't look perfect, so we're going to go back and revise it with Agentforce Vibes, and that's the plan for today. So let's dive in. Enterprise vibe coding with Salesforce is a new way for us to turn ideas into functional code and apps using a collaborative AI-powered dev agent. Enterprise vibe coding supercharges productivity by reducing manual coding and automating repetitive tasks, all while working seamlessly with the Salesforce platform and our application lifecycle management tools. And it's all safeguarded by the Salesforce trust layer. Agentforce Vibes is designed to understand and interact using natural language, allowing us to communicate with it in plain English. Think of it as a teammate that helps you plan faster, build better, and automate repetitive tasks. You maintain complete control, ensuring all actions are based on your org's metadata, codebase, and standards. Nothing is ever deployed without your review. So if anything, it frees you up to focus on architecture, design, and solving real problems, which is the work that actually needs a human. Agentforce Vibes knows your Salesforce org through a combination of live metadata access, project context, and MCP tool integration. Agentforce intelligently explores your metadata as a developer would, file by file, tracing dependencies and building a dynamic context to preserve logic, structure, and relevancy. This org-specific context enables Agentforce to generate accurate, compliant, and tailored code by grounding its responses in the actual metadata, schema, and conventions and architecture. I launch Agentforce Vibes directly from my browser. No installing software on my laptop. Full disclosure, I have sped up the video for this demonstration, but all interactions I had with Vibes and Salesforce are in the video. This will take a few minutes for Vibes to load, and then I'll approve a couple prompts. Now that I'm ready to start building, I'm going to describe what I want. I want to build a Lightning Web Component calculator that shows me the impact of extra payments on a loan payoff date and the saved interest. I'm going to need inputs for the loan details, a slider for extra payments, and a results section. While Vibes is coding, you'll notice it's generating the HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript logic all at once. You'll see Vibes coming up with a game plan. What are the items we need to understand? What do I need to think about that's existing in the org today? What are all the checklist items that we need to do? Additionally, Vibes isn't going to go and deploy this into an org without you saying, yes, create the files and deploy to the default org. You'll notice Vibes has written hundreds of lines of codes just while we've been watching here. Next up, we're going to get to a spot and it has a question. Hey, are we sure we want to keep moving forward? Yep, we do. This checkbox is asking if I'm fine with it deploying into the org without pinging me back and going, hey, are you sure you're ready to deploy? Now Vibes is letting me know it's completed this task. It's rolled this out and deployed it into my org. It's giving me a full rundown of everything that it did, any notes that I need to understand, and what was actually completed inside of the org. Next up, we're going to go to our record page, and we're actually going to add this component. Let's take a peek and see, what does it look like? Best practice is to always refresh the page just in case, and then just edit page like normal and add in one of our custom components. This one named Loan Amortization Visualizer. We drop it on the page, hit save. Let's take a look at it. All right, this is great. We see our component. Looks like we can interact with it. Can we change a few numbers? We can move our slider around. I don't know if I love the look of it though. It really feels like 3 separate components. And $1,000? That feels like it's a little bit low. Now, let's go back to Vibes and let's change the look of this. And additionally, let's change that max principal amount to something closer to $5,000. This is where Vibes shines. I don't need to hunt through the code to find the max value variable. I just tell Agentforce what to change. Vibes is going to take my critique requests, look at the existing files it's created, edit and update them, all prior to deploying back into the exact same org. Let's see it in action. Finally, we're going to go back into Salesforce, refresh the page, and take a look at this component and see if it's what we're after. Look at that, much cleaner. It looks like a native banking app now. We can now simulate payments all the way up to $5,000. We went from a rough idea to a working prototype to a refined application in just a few minutes without me writing a single line of code. Thanks for joining me.